everyone, Joe Bishop here, Bishop Backwoods Survival. Today I went out cast netting. I was going after shrimp. I was wanting some big old prawns that they've been catching out there. What I ended up with was a bunch of mullet. These are really good eating fish. And I ended up with a bunch of small shrimp like that there. Everybody's like, you gonna eat those? Yes, I am. Those fresh shrimp are really good. And what I'll end up doing is I'll clean them and I will put it in like Alfredo and gumbo. The little ones, you just peel them and you ain't got to even split them, just peel them and throw them in the gumbo. But tonight I am going to make fried mullet. So I got 5 mullet, and what that will end up giving me is it'll give me 10 fillets and 5 backbones and 5 gizzards. So what you do first, you take it and you take the skiller and you start skilling it. You want to do a good job here because there ain't nothing like eating a piece of fish and having a skill on it. And some people, oh my God, but I mean, it does happen. I mean, it happens in some of the best restaurants you ever eat at. You go on and get up there on the backbone in between the fins there and on the belly. In between the fins there also. And mullet I mean, you can catch them this big. You can catch some great big ones like that there, weigh like 5 pounds. But these are, to me, this size right here is a perfect size. Maybe a little bit bigger, but not much. And I prefer a fillet that's really thin, and that's even with grouper and mai and salmon. Like if I get a piece of big salmon that's like that thick, I'll take and fillet that three times and cut it up like that because I like a thin fish. You cut the head off. And I always cut that fin right there off. Like so. And then what you want to do, you want to take the guts out. Then you take your fillet knife and you run it right down the top of the backbone. Like so. You want to keep it right on the edge of that backbone. All the way to the tail. Pull it off. Got a nice little fillet there. I throw it in my little crock pot there that's got water in it. I find crock pots make a really good way to store fish when you clean them. And then you do this the same way. You take the backbone, you find it, you run your knife right down the edge of that backbone, and you just want to ride that backbone all the way down. You come up with a nice little fillet like so. Put it in like that, and you're left with the fish's backbone. And what I do is that back fin right there, I cut it off. I cut the tail off. Put my knife on the sharpener. And there's a fin right there that I'm going to go ahead and take off. And you say, what are you going to do with that? I'm going to bread it, I'm going to fry it, and there's still a pretty good amount of meat on there. And backbones is one of my favorite part of the fish. So when I was growing up during the summertime, oh yeah, here's the gizzard. Mullet's one of the only fish that actually has a gizzard. I'll show you what it looks like. You gotta clean it out too, so that's a gizzard. It's a small one, ain't very big, but I'll clean that in the house. So you just repeat the process. You scale it real good, get all the scales off. And there's guys that do this for a living that like the charter fishermen and people like that. They can clean this fish 10 times faster than I can. I take my time, ain't no big rush. I ain't got clients out there that are waiting on me. So when he's skilled, okay, take and cut the head off like so. Cut that fin right there. You don't have to, but I always do. Pull the guts out. Take your knife, put down the backbone. Flip it over. Same thing. Throw it in there. Cut the fin. Cut the tail. If you notice, my cleaning table is made out of old, and when I say old, leave it alone. It's made out of an old ironing board that I put a board on, and then my fish board is actually made out of that plastic board that you get. It's supposed to look like wood, but they make decks and stuff out of it. Works really good. I'm Joe Bishop, Bishop Backwoods Survival. I'm going to go ahead and clean these up off camera. I would really appreciate if you'd like and subscribe to my channel. I got a lot of good stuff on there. Tell you people about it. Come out and leave me a comment. I appreciate it. So like I always tell you, if you ain't practicing your skills, when it comes time to use them, you won't have them, so get up and practice.